Welcome in, YouTube. Today we're going to go over everything a beginner must know when starting Forewarned for the first time. If you like this video, press the like button. If you don't like it, press the dislike button. But please subscribe. Let's get right into it. There's two things to consider when starting up a match: difficulty and map size. On easy difficulty, you're going to have unlimited time to get everything done before you unleash the Medja and are at real risk of dying. On every other difficulty, you're going to have less and less time before the monster gets out. So you're really going to have an idea of where things are normally kind of found and how to get around and what you're looking for. Because as soon as that monster gets out, it's a tough time. The next thing is map size: small, medium, and large. So what you just have to take into consideration here is medium and large are going to have increasingly more gold than small. So I think small has 3 piles, medium has 5, and large has 7 piles. So more gold, more currency. That is important because it's what we use to buy and upgrade our equipment. The first thing we're looking at here is a hard hat, and it's got a couple upgrades to it, which make the light on the helmet increasingly brighter. We have a smartwatch, which helps us with global chat. The more upgrades, the more distance for the global. We have a photo camera. Upgrading it gives the camera lens a little bit more range, and you get more photos. I think the top tier has 9 photo slots. We got a flashlight, which obviously gets brighter the more you upgrade it. Now the torch is you can light it on fire and run through the tomb and light other things on fire with it. It's kind of noob bait because you can just light everything on the map with the lighter. You don't really need the torch, but when you upgrade it, it burns longer before it goes out. The lighter, like I just said, you can use it to light anything on the map. It's good to have. You're gonna need it. Radar system. This is potentially evidence you can gather here when used in combination with the radar sensor, which also has to be purchased. Compass, that's more evidence right there for magnetic distortion. We'll get into all of that. Geiger counter for radiation. Metal detector is going to help you get to them spikes, get through them spike traps, which often hide more gold you can get to. Handheld radio can be used as a distraction or a lure. That's pretty cool. Tablet here you can see with night vision. That's really awesome. The amulet can be used as protection, especially once the monster is released. It's really good to have one of these. And these 3 things aren't available yet. I think they'll be provided in future updates. Alright, when hopping into a match, the first thing you're going to want to do is unload your pack here and bring your gear out onto the table. I have a metal detector, a lighter, a flashlight, a torch, a compass, a radar sensor, and a camera. What you're going to want to take is you're going to want to take your flashlight, you're going to want to take your lighter, and your camera, because that's all you're going to have access to in the beginning stages. And you don't want to waste time with the torch. The torch really is kind of a noob trap because you have this lighter and you can light things with it, where the torch, you also still require having the lighter in your inventory, so you have to leave either your flashlight or photo camera behind. So it's really just a waste. You're gonna turn on this computer here and get your objectives, which will download into your book. Then you're gonna head over to the entrance. When at the entrance, you're gonna hit this blue lever to open the door, and then we'll be inside the tomb. It's very loud when it opens. Sometimes there's a monster growling, sometimes there's not. It's pretty cool. So once you get in here, you can use your lighter to light these torches if you want. And what we're going to have to consider when we're down here is the evidence. So in our book right here, we'll look at and go through this evidence. Destruction. You're going to hear the vases getting destroyed. When you hear them crack and destroy, that's destruction evidence. Extinguished flames, where the torches are blown out and you can actually hear an audible whoosh sound. It's pretty loud. That's extinguished flames evidence. Reanimation. This is cool. The little mummies in the tombs, with reanimation evidence, they'll actually come alive for a couple seconds and hop out and try and scare you. Magnetic distortion will be found using your... Oh my god, I'm gonna die. Your lord. As you can see, when you first go into the tomb, the ghost is in its spirit stage, right? It's in its spirit stage, and you're really not in a ton of danger unless you're standing around like I just was, and the dark cloud comes up and consumes you. And it'll do a little bit of damage, but it's really hard to die that way. You kind of almost have to be AFK to die that way. Back to the evidence. Magnetic distortion can be found using the compass. The compass will start to spin out of control, and you'll hear it, and that's magnetic distortion. Voices are pretty hard to miss. They sound like oh that kind of stuff in the distance. It's pretty obvious when you hear that. Mark down voices as evidence. Radar detection. That's when we get our radar equipment that we've bought, bring it down, set it up, and then what we do is we go back to our base and we check out the radar screen and see if we hear any beeps, see if we see any dots, and if we do, that's radar evidence. Tremors is just like a a pretty loud vibration that lasts for a few seconds. You'll know when you hear it. Disturbed tombs, that's when they're opening and closing tombs by themselves. You'll know if you have the tomb closed and you hear it slide open, or you see it slide open, or it's open and you didn't open it. That's a disturbed tomb evidence. Radioactivity, we're going to need the Geiger counter for this. You're going to want to turn on the Geiger counter and get it close enough to the spirit entity as possible. Get it in that black shadow and see if you get a reading. Metallic signature, we have a metal detector for this. You turn on the metal detector, and when the ghost comes around, you get the metal detector close to the ghost, see if it goes off. Footsteps, it just sounds like footsteps walking around you in a circle. They're pretty loud, pretty obvious. Electronic disturbances, when your flashlight is turned off involuntarily, you know you have electronic disturbances. And a lot of times this happens in spurts where 3 or 4 times in a row, your flashlight will turn off and it gets kind of annoying. Then you know that evidence. So based off of the evidences selected here, we can get one of 4 monsters. We can get Rathos here. Alright. Rathos, when dealing with Rathos, once you open that tomb up, he's going to come out, and you got to make sure that you have a torch for Rathos. That's where a torch is actually pretty useful. It's the mummy, and you can actually fight him off with the torch. On easy, you have unlimited times pushing him away with the torch. On the higher difficulties, you're limited, and he eventually will just kill you. So you got to make sure you're running around. Deacon. Okay, Deacon can hear everything, so you're going to have to crouch walk. As soon as you have the relic and you're trying to sneak out, you're going to have to crouch walk with Deacon. And just, light's not that big of a deal. You can have light on, just don't get too close to him with your flashlight on. But crouch walk, don't make any noises, don't team chat, none of that. Oofris. Oofris mimics its victim, so it will look like one of your teammates. And don't get too close, it'll kill you. So if you see a double of your teammate, that one of them is not the real deal. Necref the Shadow, not allowed to use any light. Okay, it can teleport around. Just make sure that you don't shine any light at it. Stay in the dark. And this thing is pretty creepy. Sometimes it'll teleport right in front of you, and you won't notice until it's like a foot away, and you just make sure you don't walk into it, 'cause it'll kill you. Now, while we're exploring the tomb, we got to make sure we're looking for gold at all times. That is the currency we're going to use to upgrade our stuff. Here's some gold right here. You just walk over it. Boom, 17 gold. We know based on our objectives here that we have 3 piles of gold we can find, and there's... Oh, we just got electronic disturbances. As you can see, he's turning off my flashlight. Whoa! We just got some voices as well. You hear the voice? So we're going to put that down. Electronic disturbances, and where's voices? Right here. So right now we have either Necref or Deacon. It's one of those two. Now where's the shadow? It's gotta be around here somewhere. He's close. You'll hear the heartbeat. That means the shadow's getting close. And he's not in his physical form yet. He's still in the spiritual form. So he's not that dangerous, but when you hear the heartbeat, you have a higher potential to collect the evidence. Whoa. Alright, we just got some more gold. Also, while you're exploring, let's see if we can find one. You'll come across some, more gold. You'll come across some red levers. When you're playing solo, when you hit the matching red levers, one by one, you're going to open up a gold room to get more gold. When you're playing with friends, you have to hit the levers simultaneously, so you have to time it up. Now, here's the shadow coming at us with his voices. As long as we, don't get too close and move around a little bit, we're not going to get hurt. There's footsteps. I just heard some footsteps, so we're going to put down footsteps. We know it's Deacon. Alright, so here's the door to the main tomb where the relic is located, and this is what everything leads up to. So we want to make sure we have the correct Magi selected, Deacon, and when we hit this button right here, if we have the correct Magi, the door will open. If we do not, it will take damage, and we'll be locked in here with the mummy. So either way, we're going to get locked in here. Either we're going to get locked in here with access to the relic, or locked in here with just the monster roaming around trying to kill us and no relic. Regardless, there's going to be a spawning blue lever randomly on this map, and we're going to have to sneak around and try and find that blue lever in order to escape out the front door. So in some ways, it's kind of like Dead by Daylight and trying to find the hatch. It's really cool and suspenseful in that way, and this is where the game really picks up. So we selected Deacon. That's the noise that we got it correct right there. That's what you're going to hear when you get the correct Magi. Now with Deacon, we have to be as quiet as possible. open up the tomb. You have to drop one item. Select relic. And we're gonna be quiet AF going through here, crouch walking. You guys see it? Let me know in the comments. Holy hell. So he's not aggroed. That's how he walks around when he's fine. When he's aggroed, he charges and you basically have 0% chance of survival. It's really hard once he's aggroed. You want to stay close to the edges here, always, so that even if he creeps up on you. Oh, there's the blue lever right there. I see it actually. I see the blue lever right through here. But it's tough to get through this part because he likes to run through here. Oh my god. What's coming this way? No. We can do this. We can do this. So we found the blue lever. We're gonna hit the blue lever. And that front door is gonna open. And we're gonna try and sneak back there and get out with the relic. And all of our gold. Oh, my dude is so sketchy. Look at him creeping along there. My boy is nothing but sketch. Once you're around here, you can just try and make a run for it. Peace. All that we're really missing is the photo, so we can... Oh my god! That's how you get the photo right there. You come outside of this door. He almost got me. That was so sketchy. He cannot pass through this door. So once you're outside here, you can get him to pose like that and get your picture of him for your book. And we're just gonna drop the relic in here, like so. Boom, it'll fill up just like that. And then you press E right here on the door. Good to go. Thank you everyone for watching. I'll see you next time.